Sorry about that mishap. All right, welcome back, gang. Sorry about that mishap. I don't know what happened there. Like I said, it got really quiet, so I figured something must have happened. I checked in with my technical advisor, Captain Slappy. He's my technical advisor tonight, and yeah, he told me it must have crashed. So sorry about that. You guys missed the song. You guys didn't even get to hear any of that last music that I just played. So we're gonna just go ahead and start a new stream and continue the party because nothing's stopping this party tonight. It's New Year's Eve. We're gonna welcome in 2026 in style. So let's get on with it. I'm gonna flip the picture here, and I will just forget that the last 10 minutes happened. So I was I was talking about the Buckner and Garcia album. Let me get that out again. I think I already kind of filed it away here, but here we go. So I was talking about this album and how if anybody out there is interested in, whoops, oh, sorry. If anyone is interested in getting this album, be sure you get an original copy from 1982 because these guys, Columbia Records, would not let them re-release this album as is, the classic multi-million-dollar album that, they sold millions of copies of this album back in 1982. So Columbia Records owns the recordings to these, and they would not let these guys, the guys who created these songs, re-release this album back in, I think, I don't know, about five or 6 years ago. So if you seek this album out and you're trying to download it online or you're trying to buy a CD of it, don't, because it is going to be the crappy re-recorded one and not the awesome original one. So you have been forewarned, fans of vintage vinyl and vintage music. So that song Hyperspace I was playing, it's going to sound very different on the remake. So yeah, sorry, the stream crashed. I don't have any control over that. I don't have the greatest tech savvy and I don't have the greatest internet connection. Like I said, I'm doing this for fun. It's totally it's totally on the fly. Hanging out with you guys for New Year's Eve, playing some of my records, like these rare records. I was playing this and then I found out that the stream went down. So now I'm just restarting and we're going to pretend the last 10 minutes didn't happen. So here we are. We are back for the Retro Record Party. Happy New Year, everybody. I was playing a tune from this album, Shamu and His Crew from 1982 on K-Tel Records. There's only probably one person that's watching right now that knows or remembers K-Tel Records. That's my my technical advisor. But here we go. Shamu and His Crew. I was playing a song by this guy here, Seymour Sea Lion. He has the best song on the whole album. It's called Sealed with a Kiss. Because, in case you haven't figured it out, Seymour Sea Lion and Dolly Dolphin, they have a fondness for each other. I'll leave it at that. So let's go and play that tune again, since you guys missed it the first time around. This is also a really good album. All right, here we go. Look up here on the mask. It's the Retro Record Party. Happy New Year. All right, here we go. Seymour Sea Lion with Sealed with a Kiss. Let's rock out. Woo! Woohoo!
I'll send her this song and seal it with a kiss. Here she comes, she's doing her dance. I'm ready to go. At last I've got my chance. This is my chance. Climb the highest mast. I'll do a double backflip.
You will too.
And before I take one breath, I'll swim around the ship. And if that won't do the trick, my last trick can't miss. I'll send her this song and seal it with a kiss.
Yeah, rip it up, Seymour. Can you believe this guy is singing this?
Climb the highest mast. I'll do a double backflip. And before I take one breath, I'll swim around the ship. And if that won't do the trick, my last trick can't miss. I'll send her this song and seal it with a kiss. And if that won't do the trick, my last trick can't miss. I'll send her this song and seal it with a kiss.
Seymour, you silly sea lion.
So that was Dolly Dolphin you just heard there. Like I was saying before, Seymour has really got this major crush on Dolly Dolphin. And that was his song to try to get her attention and win her affection. And yes, that was off of the 1982 album, The Fun Songs of Shamu and His Crew, featuring Shamu and all his buddies. Really cool album. All the songs on here are really good, but that one's my favorite. That is Seymour Sea Lion trying to channel Rick Springfield. And if you don't know who Rick Springfield is, then I feel sorry for you. Look him up. He's got some cool rock songs. He was very successful in the very early 80s. And of course, this being whoops, oh my goodness. Yeah, this whole like doing this one-handed is not a good thing. So sorry about that. Yeah, I hope I didn't do any damage to that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little selection from Shamu and His Crew. Let me go ahead and pick out something else here. Why don't we... Oh, yes, thank you. Somebody is appreciating my killer. Isn't that cool? Yep, I picked this up from a friend. I thought it was pretty neat for a turntable mat. You know, being a vintage audio nerd, fellow vintage audio fan. Yeah, I was pretty excited when I found that. All right, so now we're going to play some more party music. Got some more vintage vinyl here from 1989. This is from the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure soundtrack. I'll show you the cover in a moment. And this is a pretty cool opening song. I'm going to let you guys check out the light while I try to put this on one-handed without doing any damage. Because like I said, I'm taking some risks here playing this stuff one-handed. I usually like to handle my records with two hands. So here we go. The Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure official soundtrack from 1989. Sorry the picture quality isn't the greatest because I'm in the dark here. Like I was showing people earlier, I've got all the special lighting on in my room tonight. We are partying down. My room looks like this all the time. This is not just, Christmas time here. We got the psycho light churning. Yep. So we have some ambience happening here. So the picture quality might not be the greatest. I'm trying to show you guys the covers. But here we go. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Very cool movie. This is a killer soundtrack. There is some awesome stuff on here. There's some great songs. Extreme is on here. Vital Signs. Shark Island. Bricklin. Power Tool. And hey, some more useless trivia. You recognize that guy? Well, you kids probably don't, but that is Clarence Clemens from Bruce Springsteen's band. He's the dude that plays the saxophone. We just celebrated Christmas here, and everybody knows the song Santa Claus is Coming to Town that's sung by Bruce Springsteen. And you know that great saxophone solo? that's in that song, Santa Claus is Coming to Town? Well, that guy right there, sorry, you can't see him very clearly, but that dude right there, he played the sax solo. Yes, Clarence Clemens, man. All right, so there's tonight's useless trivia. And I'm going to play this song. It's called I Can't Break Away by Big Pig. This is a cool song. I think you guys will like that. I'm like so happy that I'm able to play this stuff for you guys tonight. Let's see how long this particular webcast lasts before it poops out on us. But like I said, we're going all night, baby. This is New Year's Eve.
To fly like a buzz that you see way up in the sky, making circles in the morning sun, flying high in the sky till the day is done. I can't break away like a child in his fantasy, punching holes in the walls of reality. Oh, my life,
Yeah, that's actually a good comparison there. Thompson Twins. True. The only difference is this is female singer. The female singer in Thompson Twins, as far as I know, never sang lead vocals. Keyboard solo. All right, so there you go. That was Breakaway by Big Pig from the 1989 film soundtrack for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Okay, some more useless trivia for the kids at home. This guy here, Keanu Reeves. Some of you guys might know him as Neo in the Matrix films. Anybody out there seen the Matrix films? And this guy here, he's a famous comedian, George Carlin. He played a character in this movie. So yeah, that is tonight's useless trivia. All right, let's get back to the music. Because, you know, as somebody graciously pointed out, we only have an hour and like 40 minutes here on the East Coast until 2026 arrives. So we need to start playing some of the real hardcore tracks now. I mean, I've got a big pile of records that well, not a huge pile, but I've got a nice selection here of things I picked out to play tonight. Let's see. How about maybe. Oh, this is a good New Year's Eve song. Let's see if the YouTube algorithms will let me actually play this. We're gonna start getting into some bands that are a little more well known. So if all of a sudden, I get kicked off the air, you'll know why. This is one of my favorite bands, and this song I play every New Year's Eve because I think the lyrics kind of relate to New Year's Eve pretty well. Go ahead and pop that on there. I'll let you guys check out this cool light while I do that. Because again, like I said, it's challenging doing this one-handed. I have a tablet in one hand, and then my very valuable, very clean, beautiful condition vintage records in another hand. So I have to kind of be careful with what I'm doing here. All right, so now we're going to listen to one of my favorite bands, Oingo Boingo. And this is their 1987 album called Boing Go. And probably some fans out there might know who the lead singer of this band is. It's none other than Danny Elfman. That name might sound familiar. He's done a lot of film soundtracks over the years. But did you know that he was actually the lead singer of an 80s rock band called Oingo Boingo? Well, if you didn't know that, then I have just opened a door to a whole new world for you, because these guys are amazing. And here is their song called We Close Our Eyes. Well, yes, Captain, I expected you would know this because you're a little older and you know this kind of cool stuff. But we have a lot of young kids watching this show, and they might not know that. The more people who know about this band, the better. I love me some Boingo. All right, Danny, show them how it's done.
Everybody's running in the race and having a good time. Who might have cast a shadow? Who am I? I looked death in the face last night. I saw him in a mirror and he simply smiled. He told me not to worry. He told me just to take my time. We close our eyes and the world has turned around again. We close our eyes and let's go again. We close our eyes and the world has turned around again. We close our touch my hand, I might just slip away. I might just disappear. Who am I? And if you think I'm worth it, and if you think it's not too late, we might start falling. If we don't try too hard, we might start falling in love. We close our
Let's hope so.
On a roller coaster ride that can never turn back. And if you love me, and if you really try, take the seconds count, and we can close our eyes. We close our eyes.
Oh, see, Kitty's got the right idea. You're supposed to be dancing to this. Yes, Kitty, you have the right idea. Oingo Boingo. Oh, see, isn't that a great New Year's Eve song? Yes! Now the next song's even better. Yes! Woo! Now we're really gonna get this party started. Woo! Woo! Cheers, people. Oh yeah, sing it. Woo! Go, Danny. Oh yeah. Woo! It's not over yet. Sing it, Danny. I love you. Don't throw away your life. The game's not over yet. I do not own your soul. Don't want you in a cage. I only want your heart to find a special place. Oh yeah. Dig that bass, man. Wow, that was great. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That epicness was called Not My Slave by Oingo Boingo, one of my favorite bands ever. These guys are amazing. Okay, my technical advisor is telling me that apparently my web stream is buffering and getting slow again. But hopefully you're able to hear that entire song, because that is a great tune. I love these guys. These guys are amazing. And you're listening to an original pressing from 1987. These records are actually original pressings of Oingo Boingo albums are very hard to find. And they recently reissued this album last year. And these albums haven't been pressed on vinyl and out there in the world for a long time. So Oingo Boingo fans were very happy about that. Oh, I just totally took off my... yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard to do this one-handed. Just totally took off my turntable mat there. But as I was saying, so they recently reissued these albums. Of course, they're digitally sourced, so anybody who's interested in getting into records and listening to records, you want to buy original pressings. Don't buy the reissues that they're making today, because they sound like crap in most cases, not all, because all they're doing is they're playing a CD or a digital file and pressing it on a vinyl record, and the sound quality is just crap. If you want it to sound awesome and the way music was meant to be heard, you need to pick up an original pressing. But good luck trying to find one of these, because like I said, it's very hard to find original pressings of Oingo Boingo's albums. But if you do, fantastic. Get yourself a copy of any of their albums. All their albums are really good. But all right, my technical advisor is telling me that my stream is getting funky again. Yes, Oingo Boingo. I was talking about Oingo Boingo and how it's great if you can find their albums. Try to get original pressings if you can, because they just sound better. All right, my technical advisor is telling me I should play one more song and then start the stream. So let's see what happens. Now it's time for some entertainment from the Smurfs. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Smurfs have albums. And anyone who's watched my show before knows that I've played some of their stuff before. Now, you might laugh. People might laugh. They're like, oh, she's going to play the Smurfs. That's ridiculous. Well, wait until you hear this. This track is awesome. Now, let's see if I can remember which one it is. It's, well, I know the song, but I mean, I have to remember, because, you know, kids, we have things called tracks on records. The grooves are separated by spaces, and I want to make sure that I get the right space. So I'm going to let you guys enjoy this classic. It is very Smurfy. Oh, it gets better. It's just warming up. All right, here we go. This instrumental bit is awesome. Get down. Ow! Well, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why they don't sound like the American voice actors. And I'll get into that after the song. Yes, just like on real radio stations. Now don't worry, I'll tell you. Tin cans! Dig those tin cans! listening to that bass on this song? The bass on this absolutely kicks butt. Big finale. Woo! Yeah. Take a bow, Smurfs. That kick butt. Woo! Okay, so all you folks who laughed, you're like, oh yeah, the Smurfs, whatever. Wasn't that amazing? Now, only a freak like me would listen to an album like this and find that gem. I have been listening to that since I was a kid. I think I was 10 years old when I got this album in the early 80s. Extreme close-up because I don't want to do this one-handed. Here's the custom label. So, yeah, this is the Smurfs. Let's see if I can actually get this to focus here. This is the Smurfs' very first album from 1980. It's called Smurfing Sing Song. And if you watch Saturday morning cartoons back in the 80s, they used to advertise this record on TV. It actually says that on the record sleeve here. It says, as advertised on television. Yep, Smurfing Sing Song. There you go. And that is the best song on the whole album. I mean, there's a couple of songs on here that are cool, and then there's some that are a little cheesy. Now, as promised, we had a question about why the voice actors on this album do not sound like the voice actors on the American Hanna-Barbera animated television series. And there's a reason for that. It's because this album was recorded in Belgium, which is where the Smurfs come from. I believe it says that, yeah, it says it right here on the sleeve. Actually, I'm sorry, it's not Belgium, it's Holland. So it's a Dutch album. There we go. Now we got some clarity. Yeah. So a bunch of guys got together because, the Smurfs were huge in Europe before they became popular here in the States. They didn't become popular here in the States until the animated series was released in, I believe, 1981. But before then, people only really knew them from some really well done illustrated books. I guess I wouldn't call them comic books. They were kind of illustrated graphic. I don't know. I guess you could say it's almost like today's like anime books that they have, or I don't really want to call it a comic book because it's not really a comic book. But anyways, that's why the voices don't sound like the actors on the animated series, because they're not. They're actually that album was recorded in 1979, a good 2 years before the animated special was even created, and it was a bunch of Dutch guys. So there you go. All right, so now let's move on to how about some more good old-fashioned rock. Now, this has a, now this is another song that you're probably not going to be hearing anywhere else. Although, the people who made this album tried really, really hard to turn this into a huge hit in the 80s, but it really didn't quite happen. And I remember when I picked up this album at a yard sale down the street from where I live, I was stunned to find this album, because this is another rarity. I'm going to play the album, and then I'll tell you guys who the artist is. But this has definitely got some 80s vibes to it. So enjoy. Bass player on this song too. Hopefully you guys are hearing the bass.
you want the dream to last, take a chance, forget the past.
Hey, another good New Year's song. What do you know? It's not like, I have a theme or anything tonight.
One thing after takes the stage by storm, stealing the limelight while we're in the wings. Sometimes the hero is playing the underdog, but I don't feel the same. I must have everything. When the heart moves that line, one look and love is blind. When you want the dream to last, take a chance, forget the past.
It's a pretty cool song.
Seasons will change. You must move on. Follow your dream.
That's what you all out there need to do in 2026. You need to follow your dream. Whatever it is, just go for it, man. Don't let anything or anybody stop you. Just do it. Hey, I speak from experience. I've had some dreams come true. Don't know what to say there. I will say this, any dream is possible. You have to make it happen. It all starts with you.
When the heart rules the mind, one look and love is blind. When you want the dream to last, take a chance, get that past. When the heart rules that mind, one look and love is blind. When you want the dream to
Howdy. Happy New Year.
take a chance, forget that past. When the heart rules that mind, one look and love is blind. When you want the dream to last, take a chance, forget that past. When the heart rules that mind.
Look at how cool that light looks on that record. Are you guys seeing that? How cool is that? I love me some ambience. Yes, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why I haven't been on the air.
Seasons will change. You must move on. Follow your dreams.
Wow, that is a cool song. I haven't played this album in a long time. Maybe I need to revisit this. That was good. I'm really digging how the light is reflecting on this record. Look at how cool that is. Matches the Arista record label and everything. Wow. All right, that was great. So our audience is probably wondering, well, who was singing that song? What is this band? What's the story here? Well, I'm going to tell you. So this album is from 1986. It's called GTR, which is a abbreviation for guitar. And this was an attempt at a supergroup by two very famous guitarists, Steve Howe from the band Yes, and Steve Hackett from the band Genesis, among others. And then we had a couple other guys that were with them. We had a drummer, we had the lead singer. This is the bass guitarist, Phil Spaulding. This was the lead singer. Whoops, sorry, This is Max Bacon. He's the lead singer. Sorry, it's not very clear because, like I said, we've got ambience happening here in my room, and it's a little dark and moody and ambianic. So yeah, the clarity of the album covers might not be the greatest. And then we have this dude here. He's the drums and percussion. This is Jonathan Mover. So these guys decided to form this band, and this is their one and only album. And it's another rarity. I have this on vinyl and cassette. because I'm a freak like that. That's how I roll. And it's an interesting album, but I can kind of see why it didn't become like a big hit. I mean, they were trying to hype this album at the time, back in 1986. They were trying to hype this album as the next huge like supergroup, and it just didn't happen. And I think the reason why was because you had the two guitarists here, Steve and Steve and Steve. So yeah, the two Steves. They had Steve Howe and Steve Hackett. And I think they were just kind of tripping over each other. And the other thing is that you notice the vocalist, he does a great job with the vocals, but he has a voice that's very much on the high end. And if you listen to this entire album for at any great length, I find it's a little exhausting for your ear because the guy's voice he just sings everything in the exact same timbre. And it just gets very exhausting for your ears. But that song, When the Heart Rules the Mind, is an awesome song. There's Sketches in the Sun. That's an instrumental by Steve Howe, and it's absolutely beautiful. The Hunter is a pretty decent song. And then if I remember right, on side 2 here, there's another real gem. Let's see if I can get this to focus here. Oh, I guess it's not going to focus, but there's a couple of good songs on the second side. So yeah, look at that beautiful Aristo label. So again, rare record. Won't see too many of these floating around. I guess I could say it was kind of a flop of an album, but I mean, I appreciate it. It's got a few gems on it, but I can understand why it didn't blow up and become the big, huge, successful mega group that they were hoping. So there you go. There's a little taste of GTR. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside, and we will pick out something else. Let's see. What else do we have here? Hey, you know what? I'll let our audience pick out the next song. How about that? So, all right. This is not from the selection, the special theme selection I picked out for this evening. We have the Goonies soundtrack. I was playing some REO Speedwagon off this earlier. I really like their song on here called Whenever You're Going, It's All Right. I've been on a real REO Speedwagon kick lately. We played this a little earlier, the Muppet Babies Rocket to the Stars. And of course, we played the 12-inch single of Howard the Duck. Another really rare record. The film soundtrack to Hugo the Hippo. This was a Hungarian animated film that came out in 1976. And it is a very interesting animated film. They had the Osmonds do a lot of the songs along with Burl Ives. You kids out there might not know who he is, but you will know his voice. He is the voice of the snowman in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer animated television special, which I'm sure all of you probably watched over the last couple of weeks. There's some wonderful songs on that album. Flash Beagle. I've played this on my retro record party before. Fun trivia. The theme song, Flash Beagle, is sung by Joe Scarberry, who is probably most famous for singing the theme song of this guy's TV show, The Greatest American Hero, starring William Catt. That's the William Catt album that I was talking about earlier, which I will not be playing tonight because it's really not going to fit our theme. So there's that. I also have the Rainbow Bright album from 1985, her first album. Some great songs on there. The Disco Duck Dance Party, some funky stuff on that. We've got the Ruddles, which is a spoof of the Beatles. Another rare record. And of course, it wouldn't be a retro record party show without Dr. Demento. There's some real gems on that album. And then, of course, we have the Electric Mayhem album. The only reason I pulled this out was to show off the really cool sleeve. I only bought this album because the record sleeve is absolutely amazing. Look at this. This is art. This is just amazing. The album, I think, is very mediocre. But I didn't buy this for the album. I bought it just to get the album cover because the artwork on the cover is fantastic. I mean, look at this. I just wish that the album was as good as the art on the cover is. It's very mediocre. The only song on here that's really any good is the cover of the Big Kiss song, Rock and Roll All Night, I think is the name of the tune. I was considering maybe playing that tonight. I'm not sure. We're down to the last hour, so I have to kind of be selective of the tunes. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, of course, we've got more of the Smurfs. But this is their second album, Best of Friends. Oh, yeah, that's not an album. That's a book. I don't know what that's doing in there. All right, kids. So, what's it going to be? Is it going to be Flash Beagle? Is it going to be the Goonies soundtrack? Is it going to be the Disco Duck Dance Party? Let's hear what you want to hear. Oh, wait. I got a couple others. There's a second selection. We got the Karate Kid Part 2 soundtrack. We got, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll play this. Here, let me play this, because there's a rare song on here that nobody has probably ever heard before, and it's kind of cool. You know, when everybody thinks of the Karate Kid Part 2, they're thinking of the big hit by Peter Cetera, Glory of Love. But there's some other stuff on here that's way better. Oh, wait, we got a request for the Disco Duck album. All right. All right, so we're going to hold off on that. Let's do the Disco Duck album, because we actually have a request from one of our members. Someone's also wanting to do Flash Beagle. All right, so you know what? We're going to hold off on the Karate Kid Part 2. We're going to set that aside. Let's start with the Disco Duck Dance Party. Check out this awesome artwork. So the guy who did this album cover, George Peed, you should look up his name online and see some of his fantastic artwork. He did a ton of album covers. He also did a lot of other graphic art for, I believe, some children's books. And this album's a gem. Let me show you the back here. It's Erwin the Disco Duck. Look at how groovy he is. I mean, he is ready to party tonight on New Year's Eve. Let me go ahead and put on some music, and then we can admire the artwork on the cover. Because, you know, that's another great thing about records, kids, is that you can actually look at the cool album cover while you're listening to the music. So let's see. What should we listen to? Disco Duck, The Fifth of Beethoven, Love Will Keep Us Together, Silly Love Songs. Well, I suppose folks probably want to hear the title track, so I'll go ahead and put that on. Pressed on Peter Pan Records, a really cool label. I've got a lot of great albums by them. Again, all unknown stuff, but so much good music. And people laugh. They're like, what are you doing listening to these children's albums? And I'm like, I'm sorry. Children's albums in the 70s and 80s had really decent, good music on it. And you're not going to hear it anywhere else except here. All right, again, let me see if I can get this on with one hand without doing any damage. All right, so this album is from 1976. So this is going to be a 50-year-old record next year. But you know, that's one of the great things about music is it's timeless. So let's enjoy a little bit of, let's go back to the 70s and the disco era and get on our platform shoes. You know, he sounds a lot like Donald Duck. And you know, he looks a lot like Donald Duck, too. But it's time to get down with the quacker. Oh, hey, you know what? I've got my duck right here. Check it out. You know, I might do something crazy. Do something you shouldn't do, kids, with your records, but I'm doing it anyway. Just for you guys, for New Year's Eve. Woo! Need to turn this up. It's not loud enough.
All of a sudden I begin to change. I was on the dance floor acting strange.
That wouldn't be the first time.
Dabbing my arms, I begin to duck. Look at me, I'm the disco duck.
Dang, take those guitars. Wow. Let's check out Erwin the Disco Duck here. Dig his fashions. Oh, he's got all the latest gear on. He was a fashion plate in 1976. Wow, Erwin is really dancing up a storm here. Wow. Yeah, he's getting down. Thank you very much. Oh my. All right, I'm actually going to let that play for another song because I have to run off for a potty break. I'm going to cut this down, but let you guys listen. Oh, you tell him, Erwin. Oh, yeah, some instrumental music. Sorry about that, kids. Restroom break. Yeah. Alright, there's a little taste of the Fifth of Beethoven. I'm not going to play the entire thing because, like I said, we're kind of running out of time here. But I hope you enjoyed that that little instrumental break. Whew. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to put my ducky back over here. So our next request was playing some Flash Beagle. I guess some people really wanted to hear some Joey Scarberry. Yes. Probably most famously known for his big song, Believe It or Not, from the Greatest American Hero TV show. So, okay, we'll play some Flash Beagle next. Here we go. Oh, yeah. There's nothing more 80s than this Flash Beagle record cover. Yep, some classic Snoopy, Flash Beagle. So the songs on this album are from two different television programs that aired in the 80s. Obviously, one of them was Flash Beagle, and I don't offhand remember what the second show was. Most of the songs on this album are pretty good. It was released in 1984, and of course, this is an original pressing. And I'll go ahead and play the title track, so you can hear Joey sing away. I think it was about 5 years ago that I discovered that he's actually the vocal artist of this song. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, wow, I know this guy's done a lot of television work, but I had no idea that they actually had him sing the theme song from the Flash Beagle TV special. I'm going to show off the really cool custom label that's on this record. Oh, yeah, dig it. See if I can get it to be a little clear here. Like I said, we're dealing with ambient lighting, and sometimes this doesn't want to focus very well. Oh, the Pigpen Hoedown is a great song, too. Maybe I'll play that one as well. All right. Let's go ahead and spin some Flash Beagle, baby. Enjoy. Okay, it's time to get on your leg warmers and your sweatbands and your cutoff shirts and do some dancing 80s style. Ooh. Well, that sounds a little funky. All right, hold on here. I think my record player is getting cold. It is getting a little cold here in the house. Here, let me make sure there isn't anything that's rubbing against this, because we're losing the traction here. All right, hold on. Sometimes when it gets very cold in my house, it affects my turntable because it is an older machine. It's from the 70s. One moment. Like I said, sometimes stuff happens. Yeah, it's all of a sudden it's a little sticky. Well, you know, that's not going to stop no party, because you know what else we have, kids? We have 8-track tapes. Whoa, look at that. Like I said, yeah, I suspect that this turntable is a belt drive, and cold weather does affect it. Living here in the Boston area, it's below freezing outside right now, and my house is a nice 45 degrees inside, the way I like it at this time of year.